If I told you I struggled with shyness, would you believe me? Wait for it. What if I told you that there are people also who have mastered the art of speaking to a large number of people that also struggle with shyness or used to struggle with shyness? Let me talk about myself. I struggled in capital letters with shyness. I remember my first play, like I acted a drama. Oh my god, it was a complete disaster. Trust me, even up till now, the role I played still rings in my head. I still picture how horrible, horrible, horrible. I mean, I didn't take my face up. I was like this. I did not take my face away from the floor throughout the part I featured in. That's how bad it was. Then how am I able to talk to you guys right now? Talk to hundreds and thousands and millions, yes, I said millions of people, and do it without feeling shy and without trying to crawl back into my shell? How did I do that? How do I do that? Welcome to my channel, guys. I am Rosemary. Thank you so much for being here. If it's your first time, welcome to the family. Please don't fail to hit the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel so that you can see more videos, and I'm going to post amazing videos. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. I am grateful. I'm thankful for every single one of you. Let's just get right into the gist. We're talking about how to overcome shyness on YouTube. How do you overcome the shyness of talking to a number of people and just come, get your seat, sit down, put your camera and just look at it and begin to film? How do you do that? How are you guys not so shy? The first thing, guys, is practice. Practice. You know how they say practice makes perfect? Yeah, that's the thing. The first thing you are going to do is practice. I mean, practice, practice, practice. You can never practice enough. Get your camera, record. Just hit the record button and keep talking. Keep doing your thing. Nobody's supposed to see this first one. Don't worry. This is not for public consumption. This is for your consumption. This is something that you're going to look back at and watch, rewatch this video. Know what you didn't do right. Know what you could have done better. Do you understand? Just practice. Nobody's going to see all the mistakes that you made. You are just doing this to practice too. And the point of recording these videos is that you have something to look back at. You look at this and you know, okay, I didn't do this right. I could have been looking this direction at this point, or I should have said this this way, sounded this way, raised my tone, dropped my tone. You know, if you practiced, you would know all these things. You would see all these things. And the best part is, this is just for you. Nobody gets to see this. Nobody gets to see all the mistakes that you have made. That's why practice is very important. Another thing you can do practicing is a mirror. Your good old mirror. That mirror in your house, just look at it. Just stand in front of it and keep talking. You guys, I did this for... I've done this for as long as I can remember. Even up until now, I look in the mirror and I talk. This gives you first-hand look of what you're doing, what you're saying, how you're presenting it, how you look while saying it, how you sound while saying it, because you're hearing yourself and seeing yourself. So the mirror always does the magic. You're looking at yourself and you're speaking how you want to speak, you understand, or how you're trying to speak. Even though it takes time to master this, to have a mastery of how you want to sound or how you want to present a particular thing to people, what happens is that you're practicing. And that is why I said practice. That's the first way and one of the most important ways that you can overcome shyness, because the more you do it, the better you are at it. The second thing you would do is write a script, outline, write something. I don't mean going to your computer to write a whole essay or write a whole book. No. Basically what you want to do is write down your points, the things that you would want to talk about. When you're starting up, you can decide to write more than just make small points because you're not so confident yet. So you can write points that you can look down on or that you can look at and maybe read out or read some of the things you would want to say and now say them into the camera confidently. But as time goes on, you can begin to do little bullet points and just points that you could look at and now speak from your heart from there. So you don't overwrite, because it looks like you're doing like a cram work, like you read, then you have to give an output. But that's okay when you're starting. Write it down. So this helps you to remember what you want to say, because sometimes when you see the camera, you might begin to it might go blank. Sometimes you go blank, you don't have anything to say, but because you had something you wrote down when you were not looking at the camera, you have something to read and then say to us and then say to people. You get to write down your points, bullet points, points, things that you want to say, very, very important. The third point, talk about what you know. Talk about what you know. When you're starting up, you want to talk about topics that you know, things that you're well grounded in, things that you can say from maybe just from the top of your head. You get things that you don't have to think and think and think of before you talk about. So this helps you be natural while you do it, even if it's not a topic you know very well, something that you've researched very well on. You have information, and because you have knowledge about this particular topic, you are more confident talking about it. Your output looks better because you're not stuttering, you're not trying to think of what you should say next. You're not trying to think of how the next thing will sound. It is natural with you. It comes naturally because it is a topic that you're well grounded in. It is a topic that you know very well. So this is very important, to talk about things that you know first. Don't delve into topics that you're not sure of. This will make you look less confident. Talk about what you know. Now the fourth thing, know that you're going to make mistakes. This is sure to happen. Know that you're going to make mistakes. This is going to help you when you're making videos. This is going to help you when you're in front of your camera, because you know that mistakes are bound to happen. You know that you're going to have more than one take sometimes. Sometimes you're going to sometimes you're going to take a particular line over and over again, like I just did. Sometimes you're going to repeat and repeat and repeat. So know that you're going to make mistakes. Know that it might not come out how you picture it in your head. So open your mind to accept mistakes when they come. Be kind to yourself. If people who are successful showed you the number of bloopers they had and still have, you would be shocked. Even the best actors has to retake scenes over and over again sometimes. So know that you would make mistakes. Open your mind to accepting mistakes when you make them. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself understanding. You know how you want people to understand you, right? Yes, understand yourself too. If you're looking at all the mistakes that you made or that you make, you will not put out videos, you will not put out content. Criticize yourself, but don't be too critical, because when you're too critical, you don't end up putting out content, because you're always going to see a flop. You're always going to see something that is wrong with that video. There's always going to be the way you could have kept your face and you didn't do that. There's always going to be a part where your voice should have been higher and it wasn't. Always a part where it felt like your voice was lower. And this is not saying that you should not improve on yourself. This is saying that if you're too critical, you would never put out content. And even if you did, it would take its toll on you, because you're stressed. You're so stressed trying to put out that content, because you're like, okay, well, is this not going well? Is this not going well? Sometimes when we're too shy, it limits us. There are a lot of things that we can achieve. There are a lot of things that we can do, but because our mind keeps telling us we cannot do it, our body keeps withholding, not wanting to give out. Our body keeps saying, people are going to look at me, people are going to talk about me. What if I don't look the part? What if I don't look good while doing this? That is what shyness will do to you. It will have your head thinking things. It will have your head thinking things. And I'm talking from experience. I'm talking from what I experienced and still experience. So this video is coming from a place of experience. It's not coming from a place of trying to be theoretical. I have experienced these things, and these are things that I do, that I did, that worked for me and that are still working for me. I know it's going to work for you. Just start. Just put out that video, because if you never put out that video, you would never know how good you're going to be tomorrow. And you're always going to look at your first video and be like, oh my gosh. I look at my first video and I don't think I took one deep breath throughout that video. I was just talking, because I just wanted to put it out. And many videos later, I'm glad I did. So just put out that video, and videos later, you're going to be glad that you put out that first video and that you're trying on the journey of overcoming shyness, of trying to be more confident on your YouTube journey. I've come to the end of this video, and I'm so thankful that you took out time to watch. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Like this video, please share this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.